it got me thinking, okay, so let's use both of the elected positions. Since I've been here, we've had no elections that have been opposed. They've always been opposed. What if the incumbents would have been running and these two, and the two others were running against? How are you gonna set one salary for one individual that runs and keep a salary for the incumbent at what it is?
I see where you're coming from.
So that, no, but that's all I'm saying.
And that makes sense. It would have remained the same
Okay.
if there was an incumbent
So,
running and the winner would fill
but
out.
what is the difference being that it was unopposed? That's what I'm asking, because let's be
The
honest here.
difference is-
Let's be honest here. If it was one of the other individuals that
We would
would have
have done-
won, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
No.
Every one of 10 of us would have been fine with reducing the salary.
Right.
That's not right.
That's
Right.
right.
It's not right.
So,
So,
Let's-
what I'm saying, let's take the individual out, and what I'm suggesting is that we look at the qualifications there without the person. We know who the person is. We all know that. Let's take the person out of this and make it about the job. And we did that. Dick made that suggestion to us a couple months.
and
Let's
I'm
do
fine
that.
if we do
okay?
that for everybody in the
Well,
same situation regardless of who
I,
won.
I agree, Jerry, I agree, but we just did it tonight with the OFA director. You just gave that person above the minimum of that salary.
We didn't. because
Well,
it's your
the committee is suggesting and we moved it forward.
And that's
so-
fine, we vote on it.
Yeah, so we vote on it, but what I'm saying, this is comparing apples to apples, this is the same thing. Except for that, the only difference is that we appointed them, in the other two individuals, they were elected by the people.
Put it this way, if we want to leave the salaries the same, I can support that 100%.
Okay.
But if we're gonna do something different than we would have done if someone else is elected, I really have a major problem with it. So
Well-
I'll put a motion on the floor that everybody goes back to the salary that was originally there. And if you wanna support that, that's fine. But picking and choosing is totally wrong.
Well, and I'm gonna take a lot of this blame on myself, because you reminded me that we needed to discuss this, and we kept putting it off, because basically everyone was kinda waiting to see who won the election.
What difference
So,
did it make?
no, I realize that, Jerry, but what I'm saying to you
That's
is
what
that
my problem is.
if we were gonna
That's
change
what
his
the hell
salary.
it is what you did around here. No, it's who's elected. We'll set the salary, whatever it is,
I
and
just-
let's put it the right way. Let's fund the position, not the person.
I just want to
That-
remind everyone that the person that is going on, that salary was rolled back. And that's not right. That person that's in that position right now, when that person took over, that salary was rolled back.
And it was a count, well, Patty's,
That's
she
what I'm talking
got
about.
an increase. No,
Let's
Patty didn't.
please
But the
leave-
original salary was
Was,
rolled back, and
yes.
it's been for 16 years. So, I mean, I'm willing to fund the position, and whoever gets it, that's the way it is. I'm not willing to play games.
Well, I'm not playing games.
I
I'm
can
not
support
playing
that.
games with anyone.
But
I'm
then
just
pick
saying
one.
to all of you is that I feel very responsible for us being in this position, being that I'm chair of this committee,
Well, I
and
don't,
we didn't have that discussion.
It's
Okay,
not
I
that.
just don't feel it's right that people ran based on what they thought that they were gonna get for a salary, and then now we're just gonna yank the rug from underneath them. I don't feel comfortable doing that, so
I'll
I'm just.
support a motion.
But
Put
there's a
it down.
salary range.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you the salary range because I have it in
Right.
front of me, so, and this is something that, I requested this, so I knew exactly where the salary ranges were. So, the county treasurer falls in a grade 3, I think, hang on, it falls under the, grade 2. So your salary range for this position is 72,828 to 93,116. Okay? So we just chose to give the OFA director above the medium scale. And we have someone, and like I said, let's remove the name and look at the qualifications in the resume. that person has every bit of qualifications to justify that medium range is what an OFA director was. That's all that I'm saying, so, I just, so.
Duties, responsibilities, that
I can show you the scale, how it was graded here and everyone, if the rest of you don't remember.
We've had
What's that?
discussions before about nobody ever gets above minimum wage, or minimum bracket. And how do we do that? There was discussions about adding automatic 2%, which is to me like making it a union. Which supervisors shouldn't be in a union. This position we're talking about, I kind of look at it as a lateral type movement. And I guess the other thing is, we also talked about that if other people ran and couldn't quite do the job, now we gotta spend money for a specialist. So we're maybe gonna be spending more.
How do we know those people couldn't do the job?
We didn't, but that was a discussion.
I'm just saying,
but that
they
was a
were
discussion.
women.
That was a discussion we
I'm
all
just
had.
saying.
So, okay, so I'd rather that we didn't bring the sexist talk in here, because I don't believe that any of us
Don't
were
turn your
making
head.
that decision.
Don't turn your head.
No, I'm not, I'm trying to
turn
say
your
this
head.
calmly, Andrea, all right?
I'm just
doing
saying.
well I'm doing well with you, that I'm trying to keep my voice down, because I know how it offends certain people around here, so I'm trying to do my best to keep this conversation at an even keel, okay?
And didn't we have
okay.
influence, trying to influence us on this?
What's that?
Outside influence?
Yeah, we got calls, how many of you got calls from your Republican chairman?
Absolutely.
We all know that.
I
We all
think
know
that's
that.
crossing the line.
I mean, we're trying, I wanna do the right thing, whatever it is. But the thing is, let's fund the positions regardless of who's there.
Okay,
And set that as a policy, that's the way it's gonna be from now on.
I agree with you.
Yes, it would have been a hell of a lot nicer to have this discussion before whoever got elected. So then it wouldn't have been the perception, if it's this one, they're gonna end up with this, and if it's this one, they're gonna get this. So in other words, that we fund the office, and no offense, whoever gets in there gets that salary.
That's right.
Quit playing these games.
But my question is though, okay, and I understand what you're saying, Jerry, but say if the scenario was that the incumbent was running and there was someone else. That's an entirely different situation, so
Not
you
really.
can't, yeah, sure it is. You can't say to the one that we're gonna start you at the bottom, but the incumbent, if they win, is gonna stay at their higher salary. You can't do that.
No, in other words, whatever the person left at, Brian.
What's that,
So
Jerry?
in other words, Patty's salary, I don't know what it is, let's say it's 75,000. When she left, the person that gets elected is gonna get that salary.
Oh, no,
And
that's,
quit playing the games.
that's what I'm trying to do here, Jerry. I'm trying to make sure
Fund the
that we're fair.
position, not the person.
I'm just saying that we need to
Well,
be fair across the board.
Right, we're trying, it looks like, and I'm not saying we are, but we're turning around. If it would have been certain people, it wouldn't have been what we're talking about now.
Well,
So
and that's-
let's fund the position,
That's what I'm saying.
regardless of whoever gets it.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Jerry. So,
I
mean,
can support that. Can anybody else?
go ahead. We got 2 minutes and we're gonna have to shut down so we can do the
just a
public
small
hearing.
issue.
Yep, go ahead, Greg.
Okay, if you look at the budget, we're funding that position, the position we're all talking about at $79,000, okay? But that person has 8 years' experience in that position, and she's rose to that
Yes.
level.
She's worked her way
She
up.
worked, she didn't start at that, so why should the new person start at what the person with the 8 years experience and who rose to that level get? I don't understand that. How do you, I mean, when you have a salary range that you can work within, you start the person at the bottom of the salary range or somewhere near the bottom and raise them up. Otherwise, it really isn't fair to the person leaving.
Like I said, I apologize, and I apologize to everyone about this, that I feel responsible for putting us in this pickle. So, but I need a motion to adjourn this meeting, and then we can go right into this discussion into the public hearing. So, I need a motion, please. Ron, or set adjourn, okay, all four,